I'm starting out the video by showing a knitted sample of today's stitch pattern, which is seed stitch. Let's see how to make it. I cast on 12 stitches for today's sample. You can use the cast on method of your choosing. For this sample, I used the long tail cast on. The first thing we're going to do is knit the first stitch and purl the second stitch. And that's our pattern. We're going to knit and then purl. I'm going to speed up the next section so that we can complete the first row. Here's where things get interesting. Once we've turned our work, the first thing we're going to do is purl the stitch, and then we're going to knit the stitch. For seed stitch, you're going to purl your knits and knit your purls. Let's take a closer look at that. Here's a sample, and you can see the purl stitches have what appears to be a little necklace, is what we call it. And the knit stitches are just loops around the needle. So you can pretty clearly tell the difference between your knit and purl stitches by looking carefully. The little necklace, as we call it, is the purl bump. So for seed stitch, we are going to knit when we come to a purl, and we're going to purl when we come to a knit stitch. Your first row is just alternating the knit and purl stitches, but every row after that, you just look at what the stitch is and do the opposite. So you can see that's a purl. We're going to knit, and now we have a knit stitch, and we're going to purl. Okay, we've turned our work, and you can start to see the pattern taking shape. That first stitch is a purl, and that means we're going to knit. Our next stitch is a knit stitch, so we're going to purl. And knit. Bring the yarn to the front and purl. Yarn in back, knit. Yarn in front, purl. And you just keep going. The rest of this video is designed for you to knit along your own sample with me while I'm knitting. I think you'll find that super helpful.